Good morning. Welcome back to Expat Insights. I'm your host, Raju Mandhian. Here at Expat Insights, we take external views of internal successes by foreigners, expats, and immigrants who have made Philippines their home and are doing good in the Philippines. This morning's show, they are not just doing good in the Philippines, they are having fun in the Philippines. I have three trustees from Making Magic Quickly.
Yes.
The MMQ, the rep company, and they're here to talk to us about their upcoming show, which happens next week, and also to tell us about how to succeed at auditions for either for stage or for movies or at live. So welcome to Expat Insights, ladies.
Thank you, Raju.
I have here to my right Michelle Washington, the founder, then Ellisa Kamulao, not from Hawaii, somebody from Russia, and Michelle Monroe. So welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
I am all right.
I'm glad.
Okay. So tell us now, do you want to tell me first about what's happening with the show, or do you want to tell me about succeeding at auditions?
Well, let me tell you about the show first.
Okay.
Because that's really what's on our brain right now. Okay?
All right.
We have a week from today. A week from today. Absolutely. Le Cabaret 7.
Le Cabaret. It's not Le Cabaret.
No.
Okay.
Le Cabaret 7 set masquerade. It's going to be at the Dusit Manila Hotel Ballroom. It's going to be formal, wear your bling, dress to the nines, and have a mask on. There's going to be free-flowing champagne and wines throughout the night.
Yeah.
3-course French dinner.
Yeah.
Can you say filet mignon?
Filet mignon?
Yeah, see, you can. You said it. It was wonderful.
Le Cabaret, filet mignon.
Okay. And a fabulous.
Très bien.
Très bien. There's a fabulous show. Fabulous show. Filled with artists from around the world. And it's all for charity. We're going to feed children.
Any artists from a world that I don't know, a country that I don't know, somebody new?
Let's see. Canada.
Somebody really, really different?
Czech Republic. Let's see. America, Philippines. Well, probably not. I don't know. Have you ever been to the Czech Republic?
Never been there.
You should go.
I should go to the Le Cabaret.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Yeah, okay.
That too. Adventures, darling. Adventure, my friend.
So Dusit Manila, September 14th.
September 14th.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
And all the glitz and the glamour of the town will be there.
Oh, yes. We're expecting several embassy staff, ADB. We're very grateful for our business leaders, like, for instance, Julmer. Well, thank you, wonderful Julmer. Pearls, I love it. Etihad. Etihad Airlines is giving us business class tickets.
Etihad.
Etihad, yeah. Amampulo. Have you ever been to Amampulo?
Not yet.
Oh, honey, you need to go. Hey, you come to the show, you might even win it.
Okay.
Hey, huh?
Ticket for two?
Hey, okay. So
and what are Ellisa and Michelle doing in the show in Le Cabaret?
Oh, I have to let them tell you that. Go ahead, my sisters.
Well, for me, I'm helping with the choreography. So I had the good chance to be able to choreograph my sisters in their diva routine. So that's like the big surprise. And I'm not actually, I will be on stage a little bit, but not in that routine.
But so you have you have a background in choreography?
I do. I have a background in dance, like 23 years of it. So.
Oh my God, 13 years of IT and 23 years of dance. That's 40 years.
Nobody asked you to do math, right?
38, I'm wrong. And Michelle, what are you doing on stage or behind the stage?
I'm in the dance number that Ellisa choreographed, and so that's a little bit of stage time for me, but I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes, working with our MC, who is Isa Litton. And she's emceed for us before, and I'm just making sure that she has everything she needs to present our fantastic program to all of you.
So from Le Cabaret 1 to 6, today, what is a new item there? What's a new number? Anything different from Le
Everything's
Cabaret?
new, really.
Everything's new.
Every single thing is new.
Everything's
and
new.
the venue is new too, because you used to be in Sofitel.
Exactly. We're at Dusit Manila, and they're treating us really well.
Okay, now
Thank you, Dusit.
All right, Dusit. Well, you Dusit, send the fish here. Send the fish meals here. So tell us now about making it into MMQ. How does one succeed at getting into the show business, or at least making it with drama and movies. How do you audition successfully?
Ooh, okay, I'll start and then, of course, let my sisters go
Okay,
at it.
okay,
But, you know, I'm a professor of theater at UP, right? UNet.
Yeah.
And what I tell my theater students, I teach theater there, what I tell them is that, first of all, you've got to have a desire. You've got to have a desire, and not just any desire, like that comes and goes. It has to be a constant, steadfast desire to, either you want it or you don't. If you're ready to quit, you don't really want it. So, whenever you go on auditions, you go on several auditions, not just one audition. And if you go on that one audition and you get turned down, you are already ready for your second or your third audition. You don't stop, because the more people that tell you no, one person will tell you yes, and that will be a star.
Wow, wow, wow. You agree with that?
I absolutely agree with that.
Michelle, you
Definite
agree with that?
passion.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Do you want to add something to that? I mean, how many times must a person try before he or she gives up?
Never.
Try and never give
Give
up.
up.
Never.
Yeah.
Never give up?
Yeah.
Never give
So
up.
how many times have you tried, and when did you succeed, and how?
Oh gosh, I can't tell you how many times I tried. But eventually someone said yes. And also you have to study well and often. Keep your instrument trained, and invest in yourself.
How is
Invest in
that?
yourself.
How is that?
That's not easy. That's one of the hard things. Like I told you, I missed my yoga this morning. It's a matter of keeping the mind together, keeping your instrument, your body together. Keep training, taking workshops, any type of workshops you can, especially if they're free. Be there. Be there early, because you know the rat race is going to come and try to destroy you. You have to be there
But
first.
don't we add to the rat race when we try so often, even if you're not good, even if you don't have talent or potential?
The
If
point
you
of
keep
the-
on trying, aren't we adding to the rat race?
But you know what, Raju?
Yeah.
The point of the matter is that do you want to succeed or do you not? It's not about rat race. It really is not about rat race. It's like keeping focused on the prize.
It's like anything, right? If you're going to train for a sport, for example, if you have a certain amount of talent, you're going to know, right? People are going to
Exactly.
encourage you from
Yeah.
like a certain point. So
Yeah.
you want to keep on honing those skills and keep on working at it. Don't be discouraged, as
Ever.
Michelle says. And just keep trying. You know, there's different levels of success with acting and theater and dance.
In anything.
In anything, absolutely. You know,
Yeah.
you may not be making movies in Hollywood, but you know, you may be starring in local theater productions left,
Exactly.
right, and center if you just keep putting yourself out there.
Yeah, okay.
I would say I would add to, like, from a dance perspective, those who are auditioning as triple threat, which is
What's that, triple?
triple threat, which would be singing, dancing, and acting.
Ah, okay.
You know, a choreographer is looking for you to be able to very quickly pick up on the choreography that they throw at you, to be paying attention, and for your stage presence. I think that's actually the most
Yes,
important thing.
exactly.
You know, we can skip over the foot that was a little sickled because you picked up the choreography only 5 minutes ago if you look like you know what you're doing and like you
So
know,
where
want to
do you
entertain.
draw a line then? If you don't give up, where do you draw a line between bullheadedness and perseverance? When do you say, all right, I don't have it. Maybe I should try being a cook or a barber or
Probably when your bills get so stacked.
Yes, exactly.
or you're on the street with a hat.
Exactly. Then you say, "Oh, perhaps I need to rethink this." No, but another thing that I tell my students.
That's a good one.
No, seriously. When I tell my students also, another thing about it is that if you don't have the drive to continue,
Yeah.
please get out of the way, because the people are going to run you over who do have the drive. And so then you need to think about doing something else. Because if you don't have the commitment or the passion and to make it work, then you really do need to step aside, because there's 50 to 100 people waiting in the wings.
So I understand you having the mindset of wanting to succeed. No? How do you handle at that moment when you become nervous and anxious? No doubt that your life is dedicated to your craft. You want to dedicate your life to what you want. But how about that moment when you come up and you see a dozen people out there looking at you? How do you manage that anxiety, that short-term scare?
I think part of it is the rush of being a performer. If you're a performer,
Yeah.
you look for that rush. That fear is what drives you and really what propels you forward to give your best in a performance and to show the world the talent that you have. And so, yeah, you're going to have the butterflies when you first start, but once you get out on that stage, you're under the lights, you see all the eyes on you, you know
during
it's
audition,
showtime.
you don't have lights. Do you have lights during audition?
During audition, no, not usually. Depending on the audition,
How
we
about
don't.
during auditions when there's no stage, there's no adrenaline rush? How about that time when there's nothing to prop you up?
There's still all eyes on you. You're
Amen.
the only person doing that audition.
Exactly,
and
exactly.
It's all your
Exactly.
show right then.
And it's the love. Come on, give me some love. And so I'm going to work hard. I'm going to dance the best I have. I'm going to sing the best I have. I'm going to act the best I have because I want your love, baby. Give me your love.
So in the last 7 years of like Cabaret, no, who do you place as somebody who has succeeded at every single audition with you? Who's your star success at auditions?
Well, you know, we change every year, though. But there are people that have come back. Like, for instance, Marnie Hurst. Oh, my gosh. I
Marnie
mean,
Hurst is
Marnie.
Marnie Filipino?
No,
Filipino boy?
she was a successful cabaret dancer in the Czech Republic that I was telling you about.
Oh, that's a lady from Czech
Okay,
Republic.
and I got to tell you, she is phenomenal. I mean, her talent really reminds me of Ellisa Minnelli. I mean, she channels that energy.
Now watch this.
It's a wonderful feeling when you see her rehearse, even just rehearsing. It's like, wow. So that's the star. That's the star power.
What kind of a number is she doing? Is she doing a skit or a song or a dance?
She's doing all that.
Triple
She's
threat,
doing
triple
all that
threat.
and more.
There you
All
go.
that and more.
Right.
Like we said, Issa Litton is coming back as our MC, and you've seen her on television and stage and
Is she
screen.
related to Johnny Litton?
Yeah, that's her uncle.
Oh, that's her uncle. Okay.
That's her uncle. And she came by naturally. She came by naturally. She is so talented. And who else, guys? Who else do we think has come back?
I don't know
Like
who's
last
come.
year. Let's EDF. EDF has come back. And they're a fledgling group of youngsters who are really trying to succeed in the dance world. We'll see with our Madam Choreographer if they can handle that again this year. Because she's very strict
when
with
I
them.
come in for an audition, should I put my best foot forward? Should I bring
Absolutely,
my own
yes.
team? Should I bring my own musical notes? How do I go about it?
Come prepared. I think that's the most important thing.
Come prepared for the
meaning-
worst?
Come prepared for, know what you're walking into, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're going to go to an open audition and there may not be a ton of information. It may say something like, auditioning all acts, singing, dance, like a cabaret, basically. Right? We're checking everything. So if you have it, bring it.
Right.
So if you think you'd like to sing, make sure you bring your correct music and that it's on some sort of USB or an iPod or something that can connect to somewhere and play.
So if a guy or a girl doesn't succeed at the first attempt, can she get another chance with you guys? They say, can I come back after I have a drink? Can I come back after I have a tequila? Is it
Next
possible?
year. Always
Oh, it
next
takes
year.
a whole
Always next
year
year.
of
Always next
waiting.
year.
Always next year. But then on the other hand, Raju, it's not just us. You should, that person that you're talking about, if she doesn't do well at our audition, she should already be ready for her next audition. That's my point.
Not with you,
Not-
but just
but
with me.
Auditions in general. I tell my students, I'm telling you this, to audition as many times as you can. Because after a while, you become good at it. You actually become good at it. And the butterflies will go away. You know why the
Or
butterflies
at least
will
they'll
go away?
fly in formation.
Well, exactly. And
Yeah.
the reason why that is because now you know you're good at it. You know what you're doing. You're good at it. You've practiced. You've done your homework. Just like with any job.
I agree. My daughter last summer was looking for a summer job. And in one day, she did 5 interviews. Second day, she did 6. Third day, she was saying, Dad, I'm getting good at interviews. I'll just do interviews. I won't do jobs. This is true. That's what she was telling me.
Exactly. So
Right.
keep on keeping on. Bring your homework with you. Show yourself prepared. Show up early. Okay. Check out the competition. I tell this to my students. Check out the competition. Get there early enough you can look at all the other people and see their butterflies. So you feel like a kumbaya. You feel a fellowship. Okay.
I
You're
agree.
nervous too.
And I would also say, if you're going to sing or you're going to run a skit, know your lines.
Amen.
Know what you're saying. Don't come with a piece of paper with your words written down.
Amen.
Come
Right.
as if it's natural of you.
Right. Come as if you're going on stage.
You know that I speak on stage, and I've been speaking at it for 10 years on stage. Huh? And yes, it's true that practice improves you. It doesn't make you perfect. Practice makes you good. It doesn't make you complete. No? But I'm wondering if there's a smarter way, not just putting in time and sweat and blood, but is there a smarter, a little brainy way to succeed at this? Like, can you shorten the time span of before you hit success? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys say, keep coming back, keep doing it, you know, try auditioning. And that's 100 attempts. Is there a way that I can learn from someone else's experience, or can I get smart about it? Are there techniques where I can get smart about it, not just sweaty about it, but smart about it?
Audition workshops.
Anything. I mean, any talent, any job.
A lot of show business is like any business. It's not always also what you know, but who you know. So network.
Ah, okay.
Know the people that are in your theater community, know the people that are putting on the productions. Not necessarily to suck up to them, but so that when they see you, they're like, oh yes, this is so-and-so, and maybe they're looking forward to your performance, or they know how hard you've been training because you talked to them about workshops, or they've seen you at workshops.
Right. So create a kind of environment for your success, not just bang your head against the wall, but also be a little smart.
And then that also circles back to what Michelle very first said, which was, of course, to, know or always be like practicing your skills and always to become sharper, right? So that's sort of like the outside of the audition work that you would do.
So tell me about your first success. Any one of you, when you first got your first movie role or stage role, tell us about that. Your story. Michelle's story. Yeah, Michelle.
My story was a little bit unusual because I'm not a trained actress, and my first ever role was in a school play, and then I didn't do any acting at all until Michelle said, you know what, I have a script for you, you should try this out.
And this is how many years ago?
Last year.
Oh, you were here on
Yes, I was here on your show last
Before
year.
or after?
About our theater salon beforehand. And talk about butterflies. I was so nervous.
What role did you play? Did you sing? Did you?
I was an actress in a short play.
It was
It
wonderful.
was my favorite. It was so great. It was so great. She was amazing.
It was called Marred Bliss, and I played a character called Alice.
Oh, this is one of the love for
Exactly.
Yeah. And that was my first acting role since middle school, since I was 12 years old.
Right.
And it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and didn't I tell you that role was perfect for you?
Yeah.
I just,
Are you guys going to do the love thing again this February?
We are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to attend it this time. Last year I missed it. Your story, Ellisa.
Well, mine's a little different because I was never really on stage for acting. I was always there for dance. And I spent many, many years competing is really where I went with it rather than seeking professional avenues. So my first success was actually something that was out of the box. I did a Miss CDTA pageant.
Wow. What is that?
Which is like Canadian Dance Teachers Association pageant.
Okay.
And they told me that I had to model. I had to do this like catwalk, and which was like completely out of the box for me. And I scored the highest in my group though, right? And that was really, for me, that was like a sign that I was in the right direction, that I could take what was thrown at me and I could just go. But lo and behold, I actually chose like a more scholastic path once I went through university. So now it's all tech.
So let me summarize the tips. Number one is put your heart into it. Yeah, put your heart into it. Be dedicated to it. You said have a good desire. Two, keep coming back. Am I right? Three, you mentioned is also create the environment for your success. That means learn from people, tell people what you're doing. So even if you stumble, somebody will know what your intentions are. Am I right? Am I getting this right? So 3 tips. Any more?
And also, don't be afraid to fail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because that's almost like the first one. Because if you say keep coming back, that means I'm coming back from failure. Right?
Don't be afraid. And don't be afraid to try something new as well.
Right. Innovate constantly. All right. Okay, great. Now, what is MMQ doing outside of theater? I know you're doing some good work in Antipolo. Tell me about that.
Oh, my gosh. Well, actually, you might want to go with us. We're getting ready to go feed some children in the Manila Cemetery.
Today?
today, right after this. As a matter of fact, you gotta let us go soon because we gotta go feed some children. Yeah. But the charity for this year, because you know we do, all MMQ does is theater for charity. We don't make a dime, a peso, a cent, or anything for this. We do it because we love helping the children and we love having fun too. Yes. So come on to the Cabaret. But in association with the Cabaret, we are highlighting Feed a Child, Build a Nation. And these are school children, Raju, who are
just... Is this in partnership with anyone? Or
with the Rotary Makati North. And my husband, Christoph Bellinger, is the president this year.
He's standing right here.
He's standing right over there. And he basically, he asked me, because last year was going to be our last cabaret. Remember, I told you that.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he said, well, honey, I want to feed some children. I said, okay. We'll do another cabaret, one more cabaret. So this is our last one, but we're going to feed, this really is the last one. But we're going to feed 200 children over the next 3 years. And these children live in the cemetery. In the cemetery.
No, are you going to feed them for 3 years straight? I mean, not one.
We're going to feed them, is it 22 days a year? 22 weeks a year. 22 weeks a year during the school year. Because we find that when children are able to eat, they study better. Their grades go up. And what these children need is nutritional meals. They need nutritional meals so that they can go and study and make a better place for themselves. Picture this. We have a cemetery, and we have children, families, living and sleeping on tombstones, on the crypts. That's where we're going. We're going to go and make sure that they have a meal.
I would suggest you let them do a little show on MMQ. There's a group who does that. I know there's a school for deaf and dumb, and they do a show every year. Maybe you should look them up. And maybe you can teach these kids some skills too at the same time.
Yeah, we're going to try to also make it sustainability. We're thinking about sustainability. There is a garden at the school, and we're going to have we're going to teach the parents how to go in, even if it's just 1 hour a day, because many of the parents are unemployed. They live in a cemetery, Reggie, okay? So we're going to teach them, you go in, even if it's just 1 hour a day, you work on the garden, you're able to feed yourself from that garden, you're able to feed the children from that garden, and also have a livelihood. You can sell things from the garden as well.
And the gardens will be where?
At the school, right across from the cemetery.
All right, ladies, our time here is up.
Oh, good. I can go feed the children.
So if you want to announce your website or something, Ellisa, this is your mom.
So for all of you that would like to find tickets for Le Cab this coming Saturday, you can go to our website, which is mmqtheater.com. That's theater with an R-E, so mmqtheatere.com.
And our phone number is 0927-383-9517. Again, that's 0927-383-9517. We're going to have a good time next week, so come join us.
Hallelujah. And thank you very much for being on Expat Insights. Michelle, Ellisa,
thank you so much.
Michelle, one more time. God bless you and enjoy yourself next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that was the ladies from MMQ. Thank you for watching Expat Insights. I'm your host, Raju Mandi, and have a great weekend and mabuhay.